night up in the studio, and I'm super excited of who I have in the room today. We have none other than Jazzy as well, my co-host in the building. How you been? I ain't seen you in like 2 weeks. How you doing?
I'm better. I'm better.
You better?
I'm better. Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, that's definitely good that you are better. I'm glad that you are feeling better, different things, and you brought some cards in for us this time.
Yeah. We
Some
have some sex position cards.
some sex position cards.
Just some erotic notes. It's smelling good up in here.
Okay. And then what is that? That's some body oil, some aroma oil, or something.
Yeah, they got that nice.
Is it tasteable and everything?
That one is not a lickable or tasteable one, but it smells very good, and it gets you aroused just as well as the slickables and all that good stuff that tastes good on you.
Okay.
So strike a pose that you got. Those are different cards. It's 54, I think, in a deck. So you can spice up your night.
But we definitely like to spice up the night, you know. Nobody likes boring sex. I hope not.
No.
No. All right. But other than that, we have Miss Shemitta Webb in the building.
Hi guys, how are you?
We pretty good. Make sure that we can hear you.
Yep. Testing 1, 2, 3.
Testing 1, 2. No, that you ain't gonna have to talk to that mic right there. But that's okay.
Hey guys, how are you?
Everything is good. I want to say welcome and thank you for coming on the show. I have been following you and seeing your growth over the years. And I first met you, of course, as being a modeling coach. You know, every now and then I play around and being a model and different things of that nature. I never took it serious. I just do it as a hobby. But, you know.
Should take it serious.
I know, you know, I had children first, so that was the life that I chose, family over being a superstar. Yeah. But I'm still a superstar either way. You know what I'm saying? But yes, I did meet you as being a modeling coach, and I just continue to see you blossom over the years. But I'm going to go ahead and allow you to introduce yourself to the world, and just to let you know, FNP Radio streams 24/7 as well as in 167 countries. So we international.
Yes.
Okay, we international, baby. So you talking to the world.
Absolutely.
All right. So just talk a little bit more into the mic. You got to project your voice so that we can actually hear you. Don't be shy. Because where your Facebook post be,
is not shy.
Your Facebook post do not be shy. It do not be shy. Okay, so come on with it. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm a shy person in person, but hey everybody, my name is Shatima. I go by Mocha. I'll tell you guys that why.
Mocha, hold on.
Mocha, yeah.
Chocolate mocha.
Mocha.
This mocha.
Yeah, she mentioned that I used to. Well, I still am. I do modeling. Been modeling here in Chicago and got an opportunity to model like overseas as well as in New York. So I started out being like a modeling coach. It kind of evolved from there. Then I started doing media, and that's where Mocha Chocolate TV and radio came in at. So I love, doing, podcasts. I used to be on intellectual radio for I think about 2 years, and we talked about like some of everything myself and my co-host. Stopped doing that to really focus on the modeling aspect of it because that's where I was getting paid. I got signed to, an agency and just kind of build and grew from there to start doing modeling coaching to kind of help, young ladies as well as young men in the modeling world and how they can get, paid and get contracts and get signed to agencies. So, yeah, that's kind of like where I started. And then from there, evolved and started ME Marketplace, which is at 7451 Madison Street. I needed my own spot for retail, traveling back and forth to New York, overseas. I saw that there was most definitely a need for small businesses in order for them to kind of build and grow their brands. And I wanted to be the catalyst for that. Outside of my creative side, which that's the creative side.
Okay.
I'm an accountant, have a master's degree in accounting and financial management. So, if you want to come to me, in terms of getting your finances straight, in terms of as a business or just personal, then I'm the girl to come to. So I kind of teeter-totter between the, right brain, left brain, and try to, do that.
Oh, okay. So how long have you been into modeling? Like, I know you were or still is a model yourself. So how long have you been modeling?
So I started in the modeling business when I won the 2009 Miss Illinois Plus America pageant.
Okay.
And so from there, I was able to be in a couple of shows, and that's where I also got into media. Through that opportunity, I was offered to host a TV show on CAN TV, and so that's where my love for media, came in at. But from there, like I said, I did model all across Chicago. Like for those ladies that kind of grew up like with me, like I'm an industry like vet, in the Chicago modeling scene. But like I said, you got to transition and you got to grow. I was doing it for freelance, and it was just purely for fun. But then I needed to know, like, okay, how do you start making money at this? Like, what do you need to do in order to be a model? And then for me, I'm a plus size model, right? And so, typically you don't necessarily see at that particular time when I first got it started, you didn't really see a lot of, plus size models. The industry has most definitely opened up more. And there's a lot of opportunities for different models. You don't have to look like Naomi Campbell. You don't have to be, Kylie Jenner or whatever. She's really not a model, but Kendall Jenner. In order for
I was gonna say Kylie.
Yeah, she's an influencer. Yeah, that's a whole different.
She an influencer to who?
No, well, anytime that you're able to.
Never mind.
Yeah, I know.
She's an influencer to the plastic Barbie world.
She's an influencer. I'm a Barbie girl because she has. Right, because she has a lot of followers, and so that's another avenue that
a lot of that's look like a lot of insecure women that are following her because she did a totally 360 and became Kalisha.
Well, I'm not against because you gotta understand, like when you get on the business side of modeling, that's what they're selling you, right? So I can't really speak out against plastic surgery. I've never had plastic surgery, but I understand that beauty sells, right? And so when people are picking models or influencers, they want to sell a product. And since it's all about business and money, that's what particular people do. Now, that's what she wants to do with her body, then that's what she wants to do with her body. I just don't like people lying and saying that they worked out to get the body. You know what I mean? Just be honest, right? Part. But if you want to get a BBL, because but I got hips. I got a booty, so I can't really understand the girls who don't. So I'm not gonna mess up they shine. You know what I'm saying? If that's what they want, So
she did more than just the booty. She all of a sudden popped up with hips and now she got big lips. Before she had thin lips. Now she got a rounder nose. Like it was more than just the BBL.
But society puts pressure on women. Because it's a twofold. You don't want to. I don't want to contradict myself because I've been in an industry where you beauty sells, but at the same time, it's telling women that they're not beautiful enough, right?
You're right. That you gotta go get plastic surgery.
That you gotta. Well, that your features are not beautiful. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so it just really depends. So I understand why a lot of people try to get plastic surgery. Or try to, get those BBLs and breast enhancements. My thing is just be safe about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if that's what you want to do, be safe about it. Because I can't really tell anybody how they should, build their self-esteem, right? You know what I'm saying? Because we all, struggle with something. You know what I mean? So that's kind of like my feeling on it.
Okay, well, I can go on and on about that right about now, but we're not gonna worry about that at all. I will say that has it been a little crazy or chaotic for you all with technology and different things of that nature over the since yesterday?
Like the last few days with the change of everything, the moon and all that, it's been a change.
It's definitely been a change.
Yeah.
So if you all are not aware, we are of course in a new moon. And it's new moon in the Scorpio season, so Scorpions have a rise. What'd you say?
Oh, I ain't say nothing.
Yes, you did. You said something over there.
I say nothing.
You said something over
I say nasty motherfuckers.
Nasty motherfuckers. Them Scorpios.
Freaky. Yeah,
Oh, okay. Freaky.
I
Okay.
hope not. My son is a Scorpio.
Good luck with
He
you. Go ahead.
He about to be getting busy. He ain't lying.
Exactly. And you know what? I've learned that our children are just a reflection of us in some shape or fashion. So, do you have Scorpion or Scorpio in your chart?
Are you asking me if I'm a freak? Is that what you asked me?
No, I said.
I have no idea. I have no idea.
Now I'm nosy. I'm asking.
She knows. Right, Jazzy, you didn't introduce yourself or fully introduce yourself over there because I know what you do, but everybody in this room, they don't know what you do.
I know a lot of cards.
I'm Jazzy. I'm the big baby Benz because I'm plus size.
Okay.
I'm a sexologist. I have a sex podcast called The Root of All Sex Podcast.
The Root of All Sex Podcast.
Sexologist. It's called Intimate State of Mind. So I help people feel like their full sexual self.
Nice.
Yeah.
So they can be free. Then, you know.
She talked about that tangible. She talked about that tangible.
Yeah. So
love it.
Yeah, we had some interesting.
It's different.
We had some interesting conversations so far.
Oh yeah.
Just off GP, but it's gonna get even more interesting today. But you didn't answer the question. If you have Scorpion.
I don't know if I have Scorpion. I don't know
Scorpio,
if I have...
not Scorpio, but Scorpio in your chart.
I don't know.
Either your moon or your rising.
I don't know. I'm a Leo. So I don't know.
Well, Leos is freaks too,
I gotta get a man in order to be a freak. I can't be a freak without a man. That's the problem.
We got you.
Hold on.
What's your name? What you looking for?
Oh Lord, why I get the camera? You got me looking.
Right, she didn't say that she's a bedroom candy ambassador over here.
Who? I didn't say that. I
Well,
was trying to get her. She said she ain't got no man. Get your freak out.
Well, you gotta join up. Too late.
No, I'm not. I would have switched teams a long time ago. I'm not looking for a woman.
That makes two of us.
Right. It's just not an option. This is not an option. No shade to bisexuals or to lesbians.
Not at all.
It's just not an option for me. But to answer your question,
I like a hard body.
There you go. I could be and would be if I'm able to find somebody, which we're gonna get into that relationship, topic, but it ain't working.
I know the dating scene right now.
Right now.
The dating scene right now. But we got some men up in here, so hopefully we can get down to the bottom of what's really going on in this dating scene, what you all are looking for. Is it us? Is it y'all? Is it high standards? Whatever the case may be. I know it's a lot, but the dating scene right now is terrible.
We want to try to keep it positive. I'll complain for everybody. Trust me. It don't really.
No, we want to keep it naughty and nasty now. Okay. So I greatly appreciate you sharing your information about your business, what you've done. If I'm not mistaken, you can rent out your event space.
Yes, you can rent out my retail store. We have Let's Talk About It Shy. I brought these guys here. They do a podcast on Thursdays.
Okay.
About once a month. They talk about relationship and sports. As well as social issues, and they're always looking for a live studio audience. In fact, they got a show tomorrow, and I'm gonna let them talk a little bit more about that when they get on the mic. But yeah, my space is available. If you're a retailer, you can rent out shelf space, or if you have like different workshops or fashion related type of things or business related type of things, you can reach me at Shettima, that's SHETTIMA, at ME Marketplace.minute. Send me an email. You can come and see the store. If you need some help in terms of business needs, in terms of accounting and getting your business, straight and acclimated so you can start getting money and loans and grants, that's something that I do as well. So yeah.
Yeah, we definitely have to keep you in the loop because all businesses need accounting or a CPA. And if you don't have a CPA, you ain't doing your business right.
This is correct. If I could speak a little bit about that, I want to
please. No, we need to know because my podcast is about businesses, business and supporting business, starting a business, and different things of that nature. So I always have someone on the show who is operating in that space where they're doing some positive in the community. So definitely talk to that because we are streaming live on YouTube, and I'm gonna chop it up and different things of that nature. So yes, please talk about the importance of having a CPA while doing business.
So I think one of the biggest things that a lot of businesses make is that they don't understand what accountants do, right? You know what I mean? And so we get certifications and degrees for a reason. Like, we just can't pop up and be an accountant. It's not like your tax professional or, bookkeeping. We, actually analyze and do financial projections and all of that good jazz. And then we also know how to talk the bank's language and translate that into financials for you to be able to get loans and grants and then kind of set up your business. I work for a consulting firm, and we're kind of like in the medical space, but I maintain like 4 companies, which is a lot. I talk to CEOs, executives, and to help manage their books and their particular businesses. But for small business owners, because they don't have enough capital, right, in order to get started, and they kind of like in hustle mode, I strongly suggest that you sit down, save your coins, and meet with an accountant. Because what we bring to the table is we kind of see an overall projection of your business, and then we do set like price points, and then we also kind of see where you're going, and then kind of see where some of the missing elements, are. A lot of people don't have their business set up correctly, right?
This is true.
Right. They don't know if they should be an LLC or S corp. They don't understand the taxation or corporation. A lot of people is like, oh, I'm a corporation, and I'm looking like you don't really need to be all of that right now, right? You're not even in that particular tax bracket in order for you to be doing all of that. That's something that you can switch over. The easiest thing for a person to kind of be is an LLC, right? You know what I mean? But you have to make the determination. We can kind of help guide you, but you at the end of the day have to make that determination. And then with an LLC, that's able for you to kind of, be incorporated as in the bank's eyes. So once you start bringing in revenue, then you're able to kind of start getting grants, start getting loans, and starting to grow your business and capital. The other thing that I hear a lot of people say is that, I don't want to borrow money. I don't want to be in debt. I am letting you know, as a 10-year accountant, that every company has debt. Multi-million-dollar. I manage books. Every single company has some sort of debt. And even if they're making a profit, they still borrow money. You want your money to be liquid. It's called liquidity, right? So you want to be able to have as much cash as possible, even if you are making a profit. Because if anything was to happen, such as like a pandemic, an emergency, look at all of these businesses that like went downhill, and it really, really took a really big hit, with small businesses.
Right.
I decided to get a brick and mortar business during a pandemic. I took a risk, right? You know what I mean? Because it was a perfect opportunity. I can negotiate, you know what I mean? So for me, understanding what was happening and what was going on, I decided to just go ahead and just take a risk, because I said, if I can survive the pandemic, then I can survive like anything. So with small businesses, just to wrap it up, like and there's a difference between a CPA and an accountant. Like, a lot of times people are like, oh, I need a CPA. A lot of people don't even know what a CPA is, right? You know what I'm saying? They don't understand what they particularly do as well, right? Sometimes you just need just a regular, like, accountant. CPAs have a certification in order to complete audits. People are not even there yet in their business in order for CPAs to be signing off on audits, so that's my particular advice. Like, save your coins, meet with a lawyer, an accountant, to kind of see where your business is going, and kind of generating different ideas. Like, I work with some of the small businesses in my space. They don't even really know what their price point should be. I tell them, like, you charging too low. You know what I'm saying? What's your cost factor? You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
And a lot of people do not know just the behind the scenes of how much time that you're putting into it.
Absolutely.
A lot of people are not buying wholesale; they're buying things from the grocery stores.
Exactly.
And you're spending more than need be. Where if you just go buy things in bulk and wholesale, of course you can save. And then just really, as you're saying, being able to calculate how long it really takes for you to complete that process.
Yeah, and then another thing that people, especially like Black entrepreneurs, and it's no knock because I say do what you need to do. I think the smartest way in order for a person to start a business is that if you have a job, start putting money aside as capital, right? Because you got to understand, like, if you have a small business that you're just getting started, the likelihood of you getting loans and getting grants is like highly unlikely, because you got to talk the bank's language. They got to understand, how are you going to make this money in order to pay us back?
Right.
And if you cannot prove that, or if you don't understand like how to be able to do those financial projections in which you're going to be bringing in a profit, they're not going to give you money. I see Black folks complaining all the time, saying that people are racist. I'm not negating that, but I've been in this industry for a long time, and I also know the back end of it, that a lot of people do not have their financials in order. They don't have their business on the back. They don't have their business. They don't have their paperwork in order. So you have to think of it like, if you don't have your paperwork in order, I'm looking at you as a banker saying, why would I give you money to start your business when I'm going to lose money? How am I going to get my money back? How are you going to make the minimum loan payment and grow your business?
Right.
So that's where an accountant comes in at, like, to be able to say, okay, this is how you prove in order to say this is how your business is going to make money. And then some people have that, and then sometimes they still don't particularly get the loans and the things that they needed. But that's a totally different, different subject than you not having your business, together. When you start a business, you need to have a separate bank account. You cannot commingle funds. Even if you're a sole proprietor, you need to have a separate bank account.
Right.
But once you start trying to get money from the bank, you need to become either S Corp, C Corp, or LLC. They are not going to give you any type of money if you are a sole proprietor. This is facts. A lot of the businesses that I work with, these are multi-million-dollar businesses. They operating off of LLC. Like a lot, they're not a corporation. You can become a millionaire off of an LLC. You don't necessarily have to, be a S Corp or a corporation. It just boils down to taxation. So that's the smart part of me.
Yeah. Well, we love it, okay? Yes. And I literally said earlier today that I need a CPA and an individual that is involved in insurance on my team. I pretty much have lined up with everyone else based off of the things that I'm working towards. I created a Legacy 7 challenge for myself. Mm-hmm. And it's 7 things that I have to accomplish by a certain time frame in order for me to leave generational wealth for my children's children. You know. Yeah. So where I'm at literally is a CPA and someone is in the insurance game. So I think I've met my CPA person today.
Thank you. So that's my advice. Like I think a lot of times we are always in hustle mode, and I get it because we in survival mode. When that pandemic hit, everybody was jacked up. I'm talking about.
I can't say everybody.
Well, I mean, we're not even going to get into the fraud of the PPP loans and all this stuff like that.
I know that's a whole nother conversation. We're gonna talk about that. I didn't get it, so I'm not in that area. Yeah. So that's okay.
Some people were committing fraud.
A lot.
I had people contacting me. Nope, you ain't gonna get me caught up. No, you ain't gonna get me caught up. When IRS hit, they'll get you. Trust me.
It may not be this year or next year, but it's gonna be 4-5 years down the line.
They will get you. I don't work for the IRS, but I've worked with the IRS. So I know that they will get you. You don't want to play around. Just try to do things the legit way. You know what I'm saying? Just
absolutely.
Yes.
Well, we could talk about that all day, but we want to get to the other guests that we have in the room, and we have Eric and Lavar, right? All right, Eric, Lavar, and CL. Okay, there was another. Oh, never mind. That may be still that person, because I'm like, wait, I'm just supposed to be Corey, but
That's cool. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
What's happening here? But anyway, Eric and Lavar, Shemitta mentioned that you all have a podcast that you do every Thursday talking about relationships and sports, right? So go ahead and introduce yourselves and let the world know about your podcast, how we can tune in, and what was last week's conversation.
Yeah, my name is Lavar, aka the Black Kelly Severai on the show. Let's talk about the
Black Kelly.
The Black Kelly Severai.
Okay, I'm listening.
Yeah. Yeah, so we got Let's Talk About It Shy. We talk about everything local, world events. We started out as a sports show, and so we're trying to gravitate back towards that more so slowly and gradually. And we had like a massive increase in viewership from women. And I was like, man,
and that's surprising.
Yeah, we giving out free game and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like we giving y'all cheat codes to the test and stuff like that.
That's because we want to know. You know, just like how y'all be wanting to know about us, we want to know about y'all. What's in y'all mind?
Most women is not gonna tell us nothing. They answer a question with a question.
Because it'd be more to it, you know. It's more behind the scenes, you know. We analytical thinkers, so we be thinking about what you're not saying.
All right, and we're more logical thinkers, so we think along the same lines.
Okay, I'm gonna give you that. Yeah. Right, we gonna have this conversation. You know, we're gonna talk about this. But go ahead, finish just a little bit more.
I mean, yeah, we got, you know, we started off with what was the other show?
You gotta talk in the mic.
No, we was on A Game. Yeah, we was on Radio A Game Sports Show.
Radio A Game Sports Show.
Yeah,
okay.
big ups to Black Hippie. Happy belated birthday. He the one that really got us into the podcast game. You know what I'm saying? He invited us on as guests, and we just really bonded. You know, so ever since then we've been going like
non-stop.
4.5 years strong.
4.5 years. Well, I'm gonna congratulate you all on that. Congratulations. You know, what is the name of your podcast and how can they find you?
Let's Talk About It Shy. You can download the Spreaker app. Type in Let's Talk About It Shy. You can also catch us on.
Now, what app was that?
Spreaker.com.
Spreaker.
We on YouTube as well.
Yeah, Spreaker allows us.
That's something new. I'm new over here.
Yeah,
like
Spreaker allows us to go on to a lot of the major apps like Spotify, iHeartRadio,
so
Apple Podcasts,
on Spotify.
Yeah.
Okay, so
you know, Pandora and so on. So as long as you like going under the podcast bracket and type in Let's Talk About It Shy, it'll pop on up. You know.
Now I'm over here looking. How do you spell that?
Let's.
No, the podcast. Crazy.
So
the app.
Use a platform.
That's SPREAKER.com.
Okay, well, I'll mess with that later.
Yeah. Yeah, it's that's where we kind of got our start from, and it branches off for a lot of different networking viewerships and pipelines to get, you know, extend our viewers and listeners. And we just now like really gravitating towards YouTube. So YouTube and Patreon is our next venues at this point.
Left side.
Nice.
Talk about Patreon.
And another thing about the show, right? It's like you said, we started off doing strictly sports, and let's just be honest, a lot of people really ain't interested in hearing that. So it's like once we gravitated to start talking about like relationships and speaking on women and men and women, it just kind of boom, you know, it just kind of went up from out of nowhere.
Yeah, you
know. As to when we were doing sports, might get a viewer here and there, but you know, ain't nobody really trying to watch it.
Cause sports and sports right about now, they I don't know.
I mean, but we know our shit, so you know, we know we talking pretty good. But it's like when we get to talking about the women, and me in particular, that's literally what I aim for. I kind of like I wouldn't say antagonize, but I kind of I really go at them
Okay.
That's my character.
He antagonizing. He bullying.
No,
No,
not
he's
bullying.
not bullying.
I just bait them in.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Bait them in, and they come in and
They
go
come
pretty
in.
hard.
They go hard.
Yeah, they come at us really hard. They never win.
Oh no, we win.
Absolutely. First of all, anytime I drop a top 5 and not a black woman says nothing, you can hear the pin drop.
It's top 5.
You hit a nerve. You told the truth.
Oh, you hit a nerve and turn.
They have no choice.
You gotta come. You gotta come.
Okay, I gotta come on y'all podcast, but you gotta give us a top 5. What is the top 5?
Ooh.
Yeah, you know, I gotta put you on the spot.
All right, top 5. Man, you just hit me out of random right there.
Yep.
I got to think about a past top 5 now.
Yeah, you could do that.
All right, so I'm making it easy here. All right, top 5 qualities.
Top 5.
Top 5 qualities.
In a man or in a woman?
In both.
Okay, I'm listening.
That should be the foundation.
Okay.
Of every healthy relationship.
We listening.
Number 1, self-love. Security. You gotta love yourself first. How can you love somebody else when you don't love your damn self first?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Number 2, women gonna agree with this one. You know, it's universal. It's communication. But in communication, you have to understand the art of articulating your words well, listening and comprehending. A lot of people struggle with the last 2, you know, because you get so caught up into your own narrative and what you want to happen that you're not fully listening to the other person. Number 3, I'm going to say respect. Okay. A lot of people want to be in relationships for clout, how it makes them look, you know, just to try to fill a void that they're missing within themselves.
Ooh.
And you don't really respect the person that you're with, but you want to be with that person. Number 4, accountability.
Ooh.
You know, you'd be surprised how many people break up because don't nobody want to admit that they fucking wrong. Don't say it right there. Number 5.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say philosophical.
Okay.
Keeps you from being like, you have to understand you're never so high when you exceed the stars. And you're never so low when you smell like shit.
Oh.
That's my top 5.
Damn.
And that was a freestyle.
That was a freestyle. Ooh, ladies, y'all have anything to say to that? Y'all have anything to say with
when
that?
a person is right, they're right. I don't argue when a person is right. His top 5 is pretty good.
I think the men win again.
Yeah. You know.
Wait, here we go.
I won't say y'all won.
We give them props.
See, you're not taking accountability right there.
You ain't let me finish. It takes a certain kind of woman to get to where you're talking. Like, you're not wrong. I agree with you 100%. But the first one, you got to be.
You got to talk up a little now.
You have to be in tune with yourself first to get off of what you're saying. A lot of women don't get that. Like, you I gotta give it to you.
Now you say you have to be the right kind of woman. You don't get into a relationship with any and everybody.
You have to
I said for a healthy relationship for everybody. It goes for men. It goes for both.
It goes for both. But I'm saying, I'm not, as a woman, I'm not arguing with you that you're wrong on what you're saying. You're absolutely right. Everybody have to be in tune with themselves to understand what and why your 5 are your 5.
Mm-hmm.
Because without them, you're right, it ain't gonna work.
And to be fair with your sister, you got to get the brother with the same mindset.
We already know. We already.
That's the challenge.
That is the challenge.
It's not a challenge at all.
Please, we said the dating pool right about now is.
That's just because y'all just don't want to date. Y'all
No.
If you want
No.
How come you can't eat? All 3 of y'all can walk outside right now. It's gonna be like 5 men.
Okay.
Okay, listen.
They said that.
No, listen.
I'm good.
This one over here.
No,
She said she found her one.
Right, you got you something. Okay, I'm gonna keep it positive because I've complained.
No, we don't want it
No,
positive.
I have to because for my spirit
Okay,
I have
that's
to.
fine.
I can speak about a topic without it being negative. But let me just get to me. Yes, you are correct. That you can have a whole bunch of men getting at you. It's not about the volume of it or the quantity. It's about quality. You also chemistry. Am I attracted to you? Are you on the same page as me? Like, can I build and grow with you? And my thing is that I always what?
Why we got to lower our standard?
Okay, wait a minute. Back up.
Sound like a lot.
Here we go.
Hold on. It's like, like my man.
They keep running off.
Like my man Eddie said at the barbershop, there's too much at once. Baby steps.
No. Okay.
Ease it in there.
Yeah, but some of y'all men just be wanting to ease right into the panties without having all of that addressed. So what I'm saying.
You want me to speak on that?
Yes.
You damn right. First of all, hold on. See, this is where when we talk about relationships.
Yes.
This is why like men are like so much more happier whether they're in a relationship or being single than women are. Because we accept reality a lot quicker than women do.
What's the reality?
Right. What's the reality?
Okay, so if I tell you, get out your head that you're looking for a man to look beyond the physical. Every man want to fuck out the gate.
No, this is. Listen.
No, it's a given. It's a given. You have to. So you just have to take that on the shit. It's like you get in a boxing ring. You get in the boxing ring, and you're gonna have to take a punch at some point. I've never seen a boxer unbruised.
Exactly. Even Floyd Mayweather got hit.
No, but what we're saying is that I'm speaking personally for me. It seems if that's all that men want. Now, I'm an accountability type of woman, right? So my thing is that if I meet a guy and you ask me why I'm single, or you asking me this, oh, you beautiful, are you crazy, blah, 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 I'm going to tell you the one reason why I'm single is because I feel like in terms of right now, I have not attracted the type of person that is on the same page as me. It's not even about money. It's about you desiring to be in a relationship. And what do I mean by that? You're not fucking around with a whole bunch of other bitches. It's STDs out here. We can fuck all day with the sex cards. What is sex cards and the motherfucking oil? But I don't want you to be fucking 8 different damn women. Like, okay. So my thing is that's what I'm saying. So if I meet a guy, I'm not ready for a relationship. What is my response to that?
All right, so can I address that?
Yes, please.
Right.
I said this is the battle of the sexes because we want to know. We gotta understand.
We can do battle of the sexes. Now, so hold on.
We coming.
So tomorrow, hold on. This is gonna be like shameless plug and shit like that. But tomorrow's show is going to be the rules of modern day dating.
Okay.
So you have to understand.
Now you got to give us some of that today.
So yeah, she's like kind of like slowly pulling it out, but I got to reserve some of my good shit.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm gonna get enemies on this show, on my show, on the show we at. So I'm getting enemies, both sides.
Okay, that just brings more.
You're asking. Here's the thing: you just meet a person and you want him to put you on a pedestal. That's beta shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's what?
That's beta male shit.
No.
Okay, let me explain.
No. Here's the thing. And one of the things is, and we're talking about modern day women right now. Okay? You're talking about modern day women. All the modern day women want the top guy, but they want the top guy to need them. That's beta shit.
Alpha? You're talking about
I'm talking about alpha. Huh?
Need.
Like need them. Like, I can't live without you, babe. Let me ask some shit.
No. I think the majority
of you want my last juicy cup? That type of
shit.
No.
That's not what I want.
You want the last piece of chicken like off of the brothers?
No. I don't think my expectations are high. I don't think they high at all. Because I can meet every expectation that I'm asking for. Because y'all get on people about not meeting expectations. Nope. Go ahead.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Why do you have expectations?
Okay, so let me. Why not? You know what I'm saying?
I got that.
I got Jazzy, you gotta talk a
I
little.
can answer it.
I mean, I see it for both ways. So I'm asking because if you going in expecting something and it don't work out your way, then you're gonna be back to the same place that you at.
So
with the expectation of people are people. They gonna feel you
Regardless.
If you go in with an open mind and just let it flow naturally.
Yeah, but my thing is, okay, open mind what? My thing is there are women, because us women come together and we talk. One of the reasons why women are out here hurting because they don't take accountability. If you meet a man and he says that I'm not ready to be in a relationship and that's what you want and you fuck him anyway, and then you get mad when he don't want to commit to you and that he doesn't want to, that's on you. So for me, I'm not going to deal with that shit. I'm going to take accountability that I can't be out here for the streets. No judgment. I can't just fuck casually. So I'm going to take an accountability that I'm not a fuck casually type of woman. So I'm not asking you to be in a relationship with me right there. I'm saying, what is your mindset? Or is that something that you want to do? If
are you dating for marriage? Or are you dating?
I desire to be married. It's no rush, but I want somebody that at least is saying, you know what? You may not be the person, but at least my mindset is there. What I am getting, and it's okay for men to be attracted to me. I want men to be attracted to me. But if you saying that, oh, well, no, all I just want to do right now is fuck, or I'm not ready for a relationship, then I'm out. Because then if I place myself in that particular situation and we get into it, I know I'm going to develop feelings and then I'm going to be the one that's hurt. I would rather be hurt by somebody that at least wanted to be in a relationship and didn't work out than to be hurt by somebody that told me up front. Every single woman that I have talked to that has gotten into a situation, they want to blame the man. And I'll be like, girl, no, you got to take accountability. He told you up front that that's not what he wanted. You thought that you could change him. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. I'm saying that I got too much shit going on in my life in terms of business, trying to grow this to be all emotional about something that I could have prevented. So that's the thing. So if a guy tells me that's not what he wants, then I'm out because I want to fuck you because you look nice. So I'm honest with myself. I want to do all the sex card shit and I want to do everything. So why would I even put myself in that predicament where I'm going to get my feelings hurt?
Because you need to be old right now. That's fine.
But I'm saying I'm going to put myself in that predicament then. And the reason why I'm speaking is because I did that before and it did not work in my best interest. And I had got my feelings hurt. And I just like, you know what did I learn from this situation?
Right.
I'm not going to do that. And I take accountability because what happens is if I'm over here, you go decide to be with somebody else, then I'm left over here by myself thinking like, what the fuck did I do wrong? That plays into your self-esteem.
It does.
I'm in therapy for that for shit, not just because of one person, just for my whole goddamn life. You get what I'm saying? So I have to take accountability. If women start taking accountability and saying, you know what, I can't fuck casually. I'm gonna have to be by myself. I'm gonna have to be fucking lonely on some shit. It'll save a lot of this men is trash shit. Now, if a man is outright lying to you,
which
right?
they do.
They do. I've had that shit occur too.
Lying that they got a whole family and wife.
Shit.
I'm single,
but
men married.
You ain't married.
Then men gotta take accountability for
that part.
Shit.
That's a topic right there in
I was
itself.
always told,
if you ain't married, you single.
What? No. Let's not do that.
Don't say single, married, in a relationship.
She's saying a lot, and I have to be a counselor right now.
Okay.
Don't be a fucking counselor.
We about to be counselor over here.
So number one.
That's not a counselor. That's what women is going through.
Hold on. So this is what I'm gonna help the women out right now.
Okay, help us out.
I gotta do with my midnight storm voice right now.
Okay, the midnight storm.
All right. First of all, women are absolutely wrong for putting expectations on somebody you just met.
Wait, back on, but that's not what I said.
No.
They can't see you. They can't hear you, Jazzy, saying that.
I'm trying to.
So what's the advice? If a guy say, I just want to fuck, then I'll say, come on, let's go fuck.
No, that's
no. I'm not.
But that be his expectation right there.
That's right. That don't mean you have to go because you have
now,
what you're looking for. you stay grounded in what you're looking for. He done told you he want to fuck. You don't want to fuck. You keep it moving.
Right. So
Exactly.
that's
No, I never said go out here and fuck any and everybody.
Right.
Okay. What men and women have the absolute right to do is be selective in the partner that they choose to be with and invest their time with. Now, I was watching Fences. Denzel said the realest shit on that movie. Don't worry about if I like you. You better be worried if I do right by you. So yeah, if I do, trust me, you get with the right nigga and you fuck the shit out of him, he will do right by you, whether you know it or not.
Oh, say that again. Say that part again.
I said,
you
you could go into. You ain't never went to something.
You're telling me to fuck.
No,
That's
I'm
not-
not. I'm saying.
I
This is what I said. This goes back to where she put me on the spot about the top 5. I said, be a little philosophical. Okay, you're so worried about the right now that you can't see. Let me say, you don't know what tomorrow brings. Okay, we didn't know COVID was going to shut us down for damn near 2.5 years and still keep going and shit like that. We didn't know this shit was going to
I
be
knew something was going to happen.
We didn't. I'm not saying we didn't. The thing is, can't nobody tell the future. Okay, and the thing is, I understand how you feel now, but you have to go into things with the open mind instead of tunnel vision.
Right.
When you travel through a tunnel, you can't see the sunshine, baby.
Talk that shit, Bob.
How long you been single? If you don't mind me asking.
Wait, this is not a motherfucking intervention.
We got an intervention going on up here.
Wait a minute, I brought these niggas because I believe
Hey,
in
see,
them.
we get this all the time. You see how we bait them in and they just. So when she was describing herself, she was kind of quiet and I'm like, yeah, you know what? We got to talk about this. She's like, what? Bring him out.
Bring them out.
Listen, all I'm saying is,
Right, we want
It's
person.
it's
Oh,
not
Lord.
about blaming men or blaming women.
Shout out to the team.
No,
All
it
I'm saying
worked
is to
out.
Take accountability. If I'm sitting across the table from a dude and he's asking me questions and I'm asking him questions, and you asking me, what do I want? I want to get to know somebody, you know, to see if we can grow into something more. And if that's not what you're on, I'm bouncing. So that's what I've been attracting.
You're absolutely right.
That's it.
And see,
That's all.
now I'm gonna piss off the men a little bit real quick.
Okay, all right.
I'm gonna toss y'all a bone because I know a lot of men when it talks about looking for a woman and they're saying something about a woman being submissive. Okay, the key word is submissive. You have to have a primary mission in order for a woman to be submissive.
Yes.
So the thing is, now I'm gonna go biblical here for a little bit. It says in the Bible, man that finds a wife finds a good thing. However, it also says that a great wife, a good wife, will take heed and follow in the path that her husband set sail in. So now, when we start talking about the dating scene, let's talk about modern day times and modern day women. How many women truly, honestly value a man's thought, plan, structure in terms of building and moving forward?
Not many.
Not many of us. It's very slim, just based off of our experience that we have with other guys, and then just men ultimately who be lying. You know.
Okay,
I think
so
they
here's
go
the
a
thing.
little bit deeper than
So
that.
I'm
upbringing definitely plays
right.
a part.
Your upbringing. You know, I'm surface right now, but you know, you can always say
It definitely plays a part because just like
surface. I just gave the surface
in
response.
general, like if say like most black people families, not to say it, but don't have like a male figure in their families. So do a woman know how to treat a man? Probably not. If a man, a daddy ain't taught the daughter how you supposed to do it, and if you only seeing the same thing that your parents do, and that's a reflection of what you're attracting to and how you are. Can you change that? Yes, you can.
I'm glad you just spoke on that because myself, I'm a girl dad, and you know, my daughter's an adult now, but growing up, I literally stayed on her and showed her like, you don't want to date a guy like your dad, you know, because she saw me just coming in with women and doing all this stuff. So I was basically, I always talked to her and told her like, you know, you don't want to date a guy like me. Like this is not the way.
How it's supposed to be.
Exactly. I made sure I put that in her head all while she was young.
Yeah, and for me,
challenge you. Well, go ahead.
I was gonna say I'm a daddy's girl, and pretty much the same thing. But I did see my father and I saw my uncles being on top of their P's and Q's and being the providers, but all at the same time they were still out here, even with them being married. I did see them out here with other women all the time.
It's inevitable.
Yeah.
And see, when you right, and see, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't particularly get that. Like, my thing is that why do you need
the rich man sport?
Why? Yes, a rich man sport.
We're gonna talk about that.
They got this. Come on.
Or no, that's not what I'm saying. Or if you can't be faithful, just go be in a poly community. There are whole communities.
But you know that so many people are not open to the polygamous relationship, and I do got that over here. You know, I got that.
What I'm saying is there are women that are. I met somebody that is open to that. Why be with a woman that desires to be monogamous when that's not what you want to do? That's what I'm saying. Why hurt women? That's why I said cheating on women or a woman cheating on a man is emotional abuse. If we start looking at it as emotional abuse and what that particular person goes through when they're cheated on, then you would think differently about doing it. And so if you want to cheat and be with multiple women, just go be in a poly relationship. It's good. Like, go ahead.
But I got something to that because, you know, just based off of society and the Europeanized way, they're not taught or we're not being raised to actually the men are not being taught to be with multiple women. It's shunned that you can only be with one woman, and it's the same for us. We can only be with one man. But because of just how things are in our culture of things, from my understanding, men over in Africa and different things of that nature where we come from have multiple wives and they all work together. So they are a team, and not only that, the woman is supposed to choose the other woman, not the guy. So I know that's let me say this. We can't hear you over there in the back. You got to come up here.
Yeah, you got to step up. Have you been to Africa? I'm just asking.
Not yet.
Have you been?
No.
Y'all two been to Africa? You three? You been to Africa?
I've been to Zamunda.
No, you haven't.
I have too.
Yeah. So let me.
Where?
Plus, Hakeem got his own money.
So are you guys?
You know what? I came with you. I'm like, wait a minute.
Are you guys a part of communities where that is practiced? Polygamy is practiced.
I will.
Yes. Are you adjacent to?
I'm not. I'll put it like this. I'm not a part of it, but I will say this because I got him. I hold him up. But anyway, I have. I think we know some of the same people in the same circles. And I promise you, some of the healthiest, most stable relationships are from fucking lifestyles and swingers.
Mm-hmm. So, yes. But my thing is,
and to answer your question, yes, I do know there is community of individuals who practice being in multiple relationships, and they're taking care of both of their homes.
Right. Key word. So let me say this. I have a guy friend. He grew up in Senegal. He's a pure African. He grew up with 8 mamas. His dad had 8 wives. He married them and moved them all in, and it was tumultuous. Now he decided that he didn't want to particularly go that route. He actually divorced his first wife, and then he would play around and ask me to be a second. I'm not gonna be the second. If I'm gonna be the head bitch, I'm gonna be the head bitch number 1.
Okay.
So number 1, but that ain't what I want to do. But at the end of the day, he would talk about how the women would argue all the time. When the father died, it was just a whole bunch of things. I'm not against polygamous relationships. What I'm saying here in Chicago or in America, Black men don't understand that you are taking care of these women, these households. A lot of times they want to be in polygamous relationships to fuck. You want to take care of these women. These women are deciding who you're going to be with and maybe not. It's a respect thing. And
unfortunately, the guys are choosing just how
the guys are choosing. And so I just talked to a girl she practices polygamy. I wanted her to be on a panel for my event. She said that it's a respect factor that the woman is supposed to choose. And when she was in those particular relationships, the woman needed to bring something to the table. You're not just gonna come and be fucking on my man and not come take care of the kids, wash, clean, and take care of shit. I think that black men here, you don't understand what polygamy is. You just want to fuck multiple women, and you want us monogamous women who didn't grow up like that to accept it. No, we're not gonna fucking accept it. Go be in a, and if they do, that's fine.
Some do, but that's their insecurities.
That's their insecurities, and if they want
what. You know what?
Sometimes that's what we look for. Insecure.
Why?
They do. That's why so that's easy pickings. And so if you got some expectations about yourself, then you too much.
Not me. I'm just saying, like that's just how a lot of guys think.
I know, but damn.
But you know what? It goes back to what I was saying about accepting certain realities. I think us as men, this is the first time they hear me say this. Women, the one thing that y'all have absolute control over
is that pussy.
Is sex.
Hold
on, is sex and lineage.
Don't realize it.
Hold on, sex and lineage. And when I say lineage, I mean
what?
You get to decide. You get to decide who baby you gonna keep and give birth to the world. That's when I say lineage. But us as men, and I think this is where, you know, the modern day woman's need to control everything kicks in, and it's like burning them to their soul. But this is something that we actually control, that they can't do nothing about it. We control relationships and marriage.
True.
That is our
wheelhouse.
I
wish I was a lesbian, but can't be.
Huh?
What? No, I don't wish that.
Come get it, yeah, because it's like you gotta wait. You gotta wait.
I don't wish that.
Shit.
Hey, you know she got a paper shank she had when she was in jail, man.
I don't know nothing where everybody feel like they controlling things. Why do we gotta feel like one guy control?
I'm a control my space.
I'm sorry, she asked me a question.
You gotta answer.
You want to answer?
I gotta control my space.
Hold on,
for sure.
The sense of control, because, and I'm going to sit here and say it, for guys, we don't want to get got or used, and for women, they don't want to get hurt.
What? We don't want to get got and used either. Hold on.
I don't want to get got and used. Why it can't be mutual? Why it got to be one or the other?
I mean, but you know what?
I get.
We all gonna get used in our relationship. We just have to be open to what it is based off of what that person brings to the table. That's how I look at it. We all gonna get used.
Like the mama said on baby.
Exactly.
Women
use men.
I want to know.
Come on with it, Corey.
Go ahead.
You ain't saying nothing. Come on, jump in.
I think the main problem is, and this is just my honest opinion, it's what you choose to deal with.
Oh, okay.
So
that's
we can
true.
talk about what high standards, low standards, self-esteem, high self-esteem, low self-esteem. It's what you willing to deal with a person. Like, she's not willing to deal with that. This is the consequences of not dealing with that.
There you go.
Or this is what you choose to, if you do choose to deal with that, you know what comes with it. So I don't know. It's kind of like when he said something about the polygamous. They have problems too.
They do.
No. It's not
in the forefront.
It's not right. That's the word.
They have problems.
Not in the forefront.
Yeah.
But don't get it twisted.
These
guys,
jealousy.
women, they can have all these men and women. Especially this Willow. We talked about this on the show the past. The Willow Smith. There should be no gender or no relationship. Just open to everybody.
No gender roles. No. Unfortunately, there's still some gender roles. I still expect you to take the garbage out, but just like how I expect you to take the garbage out, I'm be cooking in the kitchen.
But
I'm a old school tradition. Hell no, I ain't taking the garbage out.
Like the husband can have a wife, and the wife can have a girlfriend.
I want you to cut the grass too.
Keep up with all that stuff, man.
It's just STDs waiting to happen, man.
That too.
It's just sick to me.
Let me add one more thing, because
that's my 2 cents.
You brought up
sucking on each other, playing with these sex cards. I gotta wonder if you gotta be doing that shit.
So number one, if anything, this show has taught us, nothing replaces real dick.
Shout out! I'm an advocate. I don't care how many toys I sell. Fuck that.
Nothing replaces real dick. And number two, All right, because you said, how are men getting used?
Yeah, I want to know.
Let me count the ways within the last year.
Oh, okay, we definitely
No.
That's what
Hold on.
right.
Hold on.
Right,
Hold
she
on.
do.
Everybody. The men that has it going on, you find something wrong with that motherfucker, aka Michael B. Jordan, aka Will Smith, aka Russell Wilson, aka who's the other motherfucker?
What's wrong with Russell Wilson?
Corey Hardwick. Yeah. He just got blindsided by Tira Murray saying, "Oh, I want a divorce because I'm just not happy."
You don't know what happened in their relationship,
right?
However, I do.
And she may be the breadwinner, and it looks like she the one that's bringing in the money.
Here's the common theme though.
Right.
But here's
14.
She just ready to get out here.
Here's the common theme. A man who's getting this shit together or working towards getting this shit together, he gets with another alpha female. Okay, when her stardom light starts to dim and she's not feeling as comfortable with herself and she started feeling down on herself, and this motherfucker is either at the same level or rising, all this shit come out about them not being happy. Let a motherfucker male reason for divorce be like, cause I'm not happy. And he blindsided shit. Y'all gonna drag his ass. There was a lot of women out here. Oh, go ahead, Jada. You cheat on you get you some. That will go out here. Y'all gonna drag his ass.
And having sex with Willow Smith.
Y'all dragging him like the stuffed dummy from It.
I wasn't. Don't put me over there in that category. But if Will Smith was out cheating in the early of their marriage or whatever, then Jada definitely deserved to get back.
Okay, so let's define cheating.
What if she was having sex with two?
Yeah.
I mean,
it's all of what if.
I know everything is.
Will never really got put on blast though. She did.
Because of the dude that that's her mistake.
Because
she chose a little young
son friend.
She did.
Could you imagine if
it wasn't wise?
Sex with J-Lo,
it wasn't wise at all.
One of her friends at 20.
That way y'all need to say NDAs.
She wasn't telling
that part.
If it was a reverse. If Will Smith had sex.
We got us talking to Mike. There you go.
One of Will Smith's friends. Well, Will Smith have not got drugged through whatever media platform on earth.
Worse than what he did with Chris Rock. I mean,
we ain't talking about nobody getting slapped.
No, I think
I know, but I'm just saying.
Her son's friend.
No, I think
if Will Smith would have did the same thing, got to the media, do you think he would have got the same?
That's the part, though.
What's the part?
I think, like, from outside looking at, I don't really be involved in people's shit because
that's their business.
But my thing is like,
come on with it.
Hold on, I'm gonna say something. If that shit would have came
out,
listen, Will Smith would have been sharing a jail cell with R. Kelly.
It seems like they were in an open relationship. Her shit just came out. I think Will probably was doing a lot of fucking, but his bitches stayed quiet.
You missed. No. You missed what I said. If it was one of Willow Smith's
friends,
yeah,
that's a game changer.
Yeah.
If it was one of Willow,
like you said, he would be in jail with R. Kelly because R. Kelly.
No, right, I get that. But even if it was one of his women, we don't know if he fucked one of her friends or not, though.
But August is over 21.
But Willow Smith is 20. At the time, she was 20. So imagine
I got you. You know, don't get me wrong. I definitely know that older men are attracted to younger women. You know, and vice versa. Okay, you know, we know the cougars and everything out there.
I like them.
Big ups to Okie Dokie.
You like the cougars?
I like the best.
So I'm curious to know what's the oldest you dated since you like them.
At what age is the question?
Oh, wait a minute. That's a hard question right there.
Yeah, I think about 40. So
okay, so when
if
you
I
was
did
younger,
this at 25, I call somebody at 35 or 40. Now look how old it is now.
Mm.
It did all right to me. I ain't got no complaints. I'm cool.
Okay, so that sounds like that's no different than what Jada did, right? About, you know, I mean, but she was married. But.
Yeah, but my thing is that everybody is judging their particular relationship.
That happens all the time.
We don't have no problem with it. He came out and said, or they said that they were separated and all that stuff like that. So I don't understand what the problem is. However,
Legally, they were still married. Though.
But who gives? Like, it doesn't matter.
Media.
It
was
doesn't
the
matter.
media.
Like, it doesn't matter if they're married.
Hold on. Time out. We gonna keep it.
It's always like that.
No, we gonna keep it 100.
I ain't either.
If you're not divorced, if you want to say we were separated, whether it was legally or not, or y'all was living in different homes, don't no man or woman want to hear about a situation they in with their spouse getting ramrodded by somebody else.
What I'm saying is that.
And now you get back to this motherfucker. So both y'all look like fools.
Everybody, to the world, right? So what I'm saying is that between those two people, they decided what their relationship was going to be, married or not. It is no secret that they are. They practice an open relationship. That came out. I've heard them say it. I've read on articles. So knowing this, it's just like, well, they practice an open relationship. She made an unwise choice. I'm in agreement. Open relationship or not, to mess with my son's friend or somebody that young, I just wouldn't do it, right? So that's where her issue came in at. Will has done some things too, but they vibe on that level. Again, I am not against swingers, open relationships, poly. If that's what you want to do in your relationship, that's what you want. That's what you want to do.
Okay.
On the Tia and Corey situation, you are right. I saw women celebrating. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong? Like, what did he like? Did he do something?
He got blindsided.
Well, that's what the media says.
No, he said he got blindsided. But I got a question.
Okay,
I got two questions for you. How many of you guys ever seen Friends?
Friends.
Yes.
The TV show.
Remember the thing where Ross had cheated on Rachel, and he was like, they was on a break, but every time she kept bringing it up. So I posed that question: you and your mate on a break, he go out here and are you gonna be able to move forward with that person without bringing it up and be like completely healthy and everything just going back to how it was before?
Listen, I gotta get a date first. You think you? I gotta get a first relationship shit because I don't fucking know. It's a hypothetical question. We on a break. Out the break. Did you get pregnant or you got an STD? Okay, let's move along.
Just go straight to it.
Yeah.
So hypothetically,
on a break, y'all both should. Here's the problem. Mm-hmm. When they're on a break, the men do what they want to do. It's the women who's like, I ain't gonna say all the time. I'm not gonna say, no, you know, as
I'm
you should.
tell you why.
No, ain't no as you should. If you fucking, she should be able to too. Now, women be stuck in our mind, thinking like, we still gonna be men together type shit. So when it don't come out that way, y'all fucked up.
He got something else to say over here.
Listen to me, man. There's one thing that I know is that men, 9 out of 10, we can fuck a woman with no feelings attached. But women are emotional creatures.
I hear that all the time.
Tend to fall in love with them. So if we on a break and some nigga gonna fuck the shit out of you, I'm pretty much gonna take a L. See, I can fuck shorty and come right back like, what's up, baby? We back on? You probably gonna start loving buddy.
Some women,
and he might be just like the dude you with.
Some women can't.
That's the difference between me and women.
You got a small percentage. Hold on, you got a small percentage of women who do this stuff. I'm guilty because I fell in this trap with one.
Oh, and she probably a broken person.
No,
probably a fucked up ass broken person.
Hold on, I'm not going. Hold on. First of all, no. I'm spilling a little bit of tea right now. I ain't gonna say no names.
We don't say no names.
But I was cracking a married woman. Okay. And it came out she was married because I told her I don't rock that like that and shit like that.
So did she lie at first?
Hold on, no, she omitted it. So when somebody when you omit something, meaning you don't say it up front, how would you define that? Because if a man did that, we lying. But if you omit something.
She a liar.
She lied. Okay, so I just want to get you women to I just want to get you one.
Where we going? Look, where we going?
We're going somewhere.
Equal opportunity liar.
Central North Avenue. Looks so open to 2 o'clock. But anyway. Now, but the point I was trying to make is she had came out, told the truth. She said, look, my husband dealing with high blood pressure issues. He really can't take Cialis, so he can't get his shit up. And she's like, I just need dick.
The thing is, she should have kept that 100%.
And you know what? She kept it 100 at that point.
Well, maybe he should drink some whiskey.
And you know what? I felt like and see,
they probably tried that.
Under Man Code 4202, I was permitted to fuck that like 3 more times before I. So, I mean, that means just, hey, I ain't have to buy the cow to get the milk. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I'm an equal opportunity judger. If you lie, I don't like women that lie, because women be out here lying too. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't like just be upfront and just tell the truth and allow people.
No, go ahead and say it.
Corey, let me say something. Corey, he really want to say something.
We want to hear.
But he stops himself.
No.
Let that shit out. Let that shit out.
Everybody said I was on the phone.
Yes, shout out to Kanye.
Shout out to Jay-Z. Shout out to Chris Tucker, Chris Rock,
Corey
Holcomb. All like positive black men. Some of them in bad ways. But now, it depends on the 2 individuals, though, man. Like we try to put this on a scale of a percentage of men, a percentage of women, or a relationship that does certain things. But you gotta judge each situation by that situation. Because what you and him might went through, me and her might not went through.
Right.
We probably did, but in different ways.
Right.
So you can get somebody some game on something, but until they actually kind of run into it, they can be like, okay, I know this come from. It sounds familiar or experience. And then somebody like her always like, yo, I seen it, or you told me this bullshit, so I'm on defense. You know what I'm saying? Because I pray for her.
Okay, go ahead and pray for me. What's the problem?
I'm gonna tell you the problem, and I told somebody else this a long time ago. If they judge you off your Facebook post, ain't nobody gonna really want to give you the time. Because it feel like, just my honest opinion, it feel like you're asking too much or you whining. And it naturally comes. Somebody gonna fuck with you because of who you are. They don't care you rock. You a dope individual.
Yes, you are.
Like yourself. Don't fuck them. If they don't like what they up to your standards, keep it moving.
Like
you
you
gotta go
said.
choke them like, yeah, you know I'm gonna fuck. They don't listen. If they don't see it, that's their loss. Just leave it at that.
I agree. Listen.
See, another thing. You gotta rebuttal. Everything.
Right.
Take 3 game and chill.
Just take.
Stop complaining.
Just take.
No, you're not. You're gonna have a long post tonight. Or
I'm
go in. I'm like, I just laugh sometimes. I don't even respond because I'm like, let her get her wrong.
Let me look at her post.
Somebody that pissed off. And she was going on dates. I'm like, oh, she might be.
I did see that. How did the date go?
His eyebrow one was bigger than the other.
I told her.
Oh my God.
No, I'm not.
No. Wait. No. Hold on. We gotta talk about this.
Hold on. I don't know what he did.
Just gold, looking like gold and shit.
On Facebook. You said what? No, you're not. Listen. No, he absolutely right. I listen.
What did he do?
Listen,
what he did.
Listen, let me tell you what I really want to say. I want some dick. That's what the fuck. I can't say that. So that, to be honest, that plays in a lot of my frustration. No,
but she said it was happening.
I didn't say that. So what I said was, I want to stop conversation. just so frustrating because out of not dating and just focusing on business, I made a commitment that I was going to get on these online dating sites, and I thought, and I was going to make a whole blog about it, my fun different times and going out and just being very positive. And so when I step out there and I'm like, oh, you know, people saying that the dating scene is trash, I'm not going to think that way, you know. And then what I was, you know, getting is just like guys that just want to have. It was very discouraging to me. So you are right. So,
but you just said so you attracted what you wanted.
Listen.
He got to woo you.
No. I want the dick to care about me, and I want to care about it. I am honest about being a human and having desires, but also that's where the barrier comes up at, that I don't want to be involved in a situationship. That's all that I'm saying.
Okay.
Wait, I'm confused.
That's being in a committed relationship.
Okay. No, no.
Yeah, say that again.
It sounds like you scared to get sprung while being in a committed relationship.
I got a question.
That means you
wait. What?
This ain't no motherfucking intervention.
No, but you
kind of want
Yeah. So
it's good for radio.
Okay. You said you
the intimacy coach right here right now.
Intimacy, not just dick. We saying dick on radio.
But she did say dick on radio.
She said dick on radio. Let me clarify. This is for shock value because I used to be in radio too. I want intimacy. I want somebody to care about me. I want to care about them.
You want the passion.
I want the passion.
But you can find somebody doing it who gives all of that, but just
You get all that without being in a relationship.
Right.
Stop looking for it.
No. I'm sorry.
Everybody clapping.
No, what's not gonna happen? I'm not.
But you gotta work your way up to a tough spot.
I've gotten offers to be side pieces. I've gotten a whole bunch of offers. Be flued out, all of this shit. However, no, I'm not gonna take it. I'm not gonna take it. No, my thing is that I shouldn't be downed for having particular standards that is for me. If I know that I'm an emotional person and that I'm looking for something, what I have to do is not be complain and not, you know what I'm saying, be on social media. I am in agreement with him, but I was frustrated. So that's what I said. I'm going to stop. But I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop having standards.
It sounds like you want to be able, if in regards to the side chick or whatever the case may be, you want to be able to call that person and right then and there and not have to wait. No, I can't call you right now or whatever the case may be.
Because I'm not a secret.
I got a question. How long have you been single?
You asked that question. I don't think she did.
It's a twofold question.
What's single?
No,
single.
When was the last time? Hold on. When was the last time you was in a relationship? And when was the last time you fucked? Those are two different questions.
No.
Where's the last time
This is very relevant.
No, have been single. Like
not in a relationship where we decided that we were going to be in a relationship. No, I'm asking a question.
Yeah, like
it's been a long time.
Okay,
right. About like 3, 4, 5.
No, I haven't.
Years.
I haven't been in a relationship since 26. Since I was age 26.
Since you was 26.
Since I was the age 26.
Right,
so, how old are you now?
I'm 43.
Okay, so you haven't been in a real relationship since you was 26.
I haven't been in a relationship.
Okay.
Period. My son's father don't count. I don't even remember dude. Outside the baby.
He count.
Okay, so
he count
because
your son here.
My son here. He count because my son here, but that's not.
That's how I feel about children.
That's why I'm very particular. That's not who I wanted to be with.
Okay, my question is from 26 to 40.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of years.
That's a lot of years.
So
and hence why I'm in therapy.
Wait, let her finish.
Right? No.
I admit my shit.
No. From 26 to 40.
This has turned into an intervention, y'all.
You in therapy.
This is every show.
You in therapy? You in therapy, right?
Yeah.
Okay. From 26 to 40, what has happened in therapy where you still feel you need to continue to be single?
No, that's not what happened. Listen.
No, I'm asking.
No.
That's not what happened. I had low self-esteem. I had a baby out of wedlock. I was bullied and teased. I didn't feel beautiful. I was a Christian. I'm no longer Christian, so I was celibate. Anytime I told a guy that I was celibate, he'll run. That's the consequence. I was afraid to have sex. So it was a lot of things going on. I grew up in a tumultuous, chaotic environment. You get what I'm saying? So there was a lot of things that was going on in that particular time and I was afraid of men. Like I didn't know how to be. I had to like ask God to give me guy friends because I didn't even know how to interact with men because I only had been with my son's father. So during that particular period of time, I had to just learn different things, right? It doesn't mean that I didn't meet people along the way.
Oh no, I was asking right. I don't know your background.
Exactly. So when you ask about a relationship, you know what I'm saying? Then no. Have I been intimate? Yes.
Right, that's different.
Right. So that's what I'm saying.
They over there like, what the hell is going on?
See, a relationship? No.
This is what I'm trying to figure out. Like,
what you talking about? One night stands?
I mean, not even one night stands. If she got
I don't have one night stands.
That's a question. No. Have you ever had a one night stand?
Never.
Have you ever had sex within 2 weeks?
No.
Man, you boring.
Wow, what?
Damn.
This is
what the fuck?
2 weeks?
You said sex within 2 weeks?
No, don't do that because there are women you still gotta wait three months. Okay.
What about within a month and a half?
Oh,
dang.
You gotta wait 3 months?
Yeah, that's
no, fuck that shit. He did that to you. No, you don't know. What he took you through, no. Don't put that on me. Put that on me. We two different people, baby.
The 3-month rule.
My thing is,
what's wrong with the 3-month rule?
Who got man, ain't no guy trying to be waiting no 3 months, man.
I will disclose everything in detail tomorrow.
Okay.
Let's talk about the show. Go to the show.
We didn't already gave him a little too much.
Okay.
No,
but it depends on you as a person. Some people got their 3-month rule. Some people do. I don't knock them for having their rule.
Fuck you, Steve Harvey. But anyway.
Don't be that person.
It's just on with what you're trying to do. It still don't change shit if you wait 3 months or not.
You're right.
It's gonna be what it is.
And I would never knock a woman for having this 3-month rule. But I'm gonna be honest, and I'm pretty sure I can say this for most men. The interest is gonna kind of plummet. You know what I'm saying? 3 months? Come on, man. After a while, he probably gonna be like, man.
In your defense, I ain't saying this.
How can you pop? It's not about, again, I'm not judging people who decide. Right. I don't like being judged though. If I don't want to fuck somebody in 2 weeks, can we take time to get to know each other? Like I can't just be just move like that. I feel like a lot of times people do try to do that. I'm just not going to do it. So either somebody can come along and understand that, or they bounce and move along. And I have to take the consequences of that. Why I gotta fuck somebody in 2 weeks? No, don't put pressure on me in that regard.
You said you have had sex. And you haven't been in a committed relationship since you were 26, correct? So that means you have had sexual partners.
Exactly.
You wasn't in a committed relationship, right?
So I thought it would be.
Yeah, but you kind of was doing the same thing though already.
It wasn't no motherfucking. This was friends. It wasn't no damn
friends with benefits.
Right, and this is what I learned along the way. Again, when I speak on something that I'm not doing now, it's because I learned the lessons. I'm not gonna be one of these women that keep having to learn fucking lessons to learn who you are. I can't do the friends with benefits, right?
You have a lot of disappointment, sound like.
Right, exactly. So my thing is,
you guarded.
Okay, I'm not in denial about being guarded. I don't hate men. I just decide that I'm not gonna put myself in situations that's going to cause me to be emotional. I have too much shit that I have going on in terms of business, my job. So
you love you, but you don't hate men, right?
No,
you love yourself, right? You don't hate men.
No, I don't.
But you're not gonna take no bullshit, right?
There you go.
Okay. Well, why would we take any bullshit?
No, come on, bro. I'm going to hold this. So you got all those 3 traits that's going on. Love yourself. You don't hate men. You got your own thing going on, right? Venezuela.
Yes.
And then you got this standard of what you expect from a man.
You didn't ask me what my standard was.
I'd have been around you long enough to know your standard.
What's my standard?
You already told us. You want to, what the hell she say?
Hey, whoa. Give me a second.
Oh, you got it written down.
Did you write it down?
Probably did.
Wait,
But-
he being funny with this.
But you got your standards, correct? But what I'm saying is, at some point, I'm not telling you need to compromise, but you may have to in certain departments.
Like fucking somebody
No,
in 2 weeks?
no, I ain't
Before we get to the gutter, go to the front door.
Right, let's eliminate the sex. It might be someone out there that really vibe with what you got going on. If you start running off this, that, and the third, they gonna be like, I'm gonna run out too. Because one thing a man don't want is a person do this all
day.
That's
Complain.
Don't come and be
No,
so fast.
no. Have you been on
Listen.
Go ahead, honey bun.
The
You
rebuttal.
going
That's
off of,
chill.
you getting off of social media,
no,
which I get.
That's
I give you
chill.
that.
That's chill. Listen more. Say less. And we gonna tell you everything you need to know about us.
It's why I bounce. Why you got to think that they bounce? I bounce.
You missing my point.
But when I get
Let
go ahead.
that man talk and you get to know him. You can sit back and chill like, damn, okay.
I've learned that men want to have someone that they could come and be comfortable with and talk to as well, based off of the different things that are going on. So being able to have that vulnerable space. But as they're saying, if this is all that you do based off of what they're not doing,
back and forth.
right? The conversation is back and forth.
My day was alright too.
You're right. How was your day?
They're making a whole bunch of assumptions based on social media and based on the interaction that we do on what you call it. You don't know how I interact with
We can only
me.
know what you tell me.
You're right. I'm not debating that since we doing an intervention.
Like,
so
we're not doing no intervention. We're not doing no intervention.
Hang on, you know what? I'm not gonna let y'all get your emotions too. So
We not.
hold on. I'm gonna put myself. I'm gonna jump in the hole. I'm gonna jump in the foxhole well for a second and come out with something.
Thank you.
I kind of know where she's coming from a certain perspective, because I got divorced and I had all these things going on, and it was a period of time where things just wasn't going my way, and I was frustrated.
Thank you.
And then I put in the work, and I focused on becoming a better me.
There you go.
And so stuff started to turn around. These guys know me long enough where they seen everything change, turn around for me, and they pretty much, I am an asshole. But anyway, maybe a whole ass now, but it's a whole different story. But I kind of met somebody, and thing is, I was divorced, she was divorced. We both still had our guards up, but it never hindered us from just taking that step.
Okay.
So we've been rocking, and fortunately, I did crack within a week and shit. You know what I'm saying? And it was like,
ooh, wait. Now, what you mean by you ain't cracked in a week? You speaking in
no. And the thing was, it was something that wasn't planned. It was just, it was genuine chemistry.
Well, trust me, I understand.
Here's the thing.
No.
The story goes a little deeper. The thing was, we kind of went into it, and it was like, all right, we around to fuck when we want to fuck, and it's like, man, we didn't kind of group, and it was the beautiful thing about it was unforced. It wasn't no expectations put on each other. The chemistry is there, you know what I'm saying? We do a lot of talking. These two guys met and know it, and it's like we vibe. And one of the worst things you can do, and I tell everybody, every relationship has to be built on its own merits. Fuck Facebook.
Fuck with your friends.
Fuck the host. Fuck my girl here. Fuck Corey. Fuck. Your relationship is what you make up, what you and your partner make of it.
Right.
And so this is where social media does ruin the perception of relationships, because you have motherfuckers posting up date night with babe. Then 2 weeks later, these motherfuckers broke up. And 2 weeks later, she with another motherfucker. So it's like sometimes.
Don't put it all on her like that.
No, I'm just saying sometimes you gotta get out there. But chances are, he had a couple people on standby. But anyway.
Everybody got people on standby.
What? Yes. Wait a minute. How many shoes you got in your closet?
Enough.
Women got y'all
I
got.
rest my
people
case. I rest my. First of all, women love shoes, love purses. You just don't have one. You got multiple, and you got a standby purse. You got a standby everyday purse.
Oh, of course.
Damn, I never thought of it like that. I got some shit.
So
But
if you got that in purses and shoes, I'm pretty sure you got a couple of orbiters out here on standby.
not the.
Emergency in the glass.
No, hold on. I said orbiters. Hold on. Hold on. No. They're orbiters.
But that's the same for
But
y'all.
they're called friends. They're orbiters, but they're called friends.
Orbiters.
Like
So what?
I like that term.
Or bros. That's the new one.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
bro.
no, but
No.
Because let me tell you what the
I
orbiter.
ain't never doing
Let me
no
tell
shit
you.
like
Let me
that.
tell you what the orbiter does.
Yeah, I know. That's a whole other thing right there.
No. That's bullshit. Because let me tell you what the orbiter does. It serves a purpose for a woman.
Okay.
He will do things for her. He will say some things to make her feel good.
Mm-hmm. Cater until you go.
Cater, be very agreeable, not cause any waves. He will tell her the truth. Subconsciously, she already knows she ain't gonna fuck this dude or take it anywhere beyond that point. So whenever she feel down or into it with bro that she fucking with heavy, she go talk to her orbiter to pick her spirits up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And then when she back in good terms with Bay, she ghosts his ass again.
See, I was with you.
That's true.
You was doing good with your new relationship.
Yeah.
You was good. And then you went just
I really did. No.
No, you did, because I was like, okay, like I can relate.
I am Danny Ocean. I
I
done
can
cracked into the
relate.
Bellagio. I got
relate.
the $153 million. I
can
cracked the
relate
code.
to what you said, because you're right. Like, I get that 100%. You gotta go through shit like that in order to get that person. You can't go looking for it. It gotta come naturally.
It gotta come naturally.
I feel on that, because you're right. And
One thing
you don't have to have a same person when you got a person.
When you meet a guy, and this definitely ain't for you, team. I'm just saying, like, one thing, a mistake a lot of women make is when they meet guys, things going pretty good, and you kind of start putting pressure on him to wife you up, not literally, but like we go together kind of thing. Like, damn, already, like let's just be cool, right? Like, why we gotta just jump right into a relationship?
Well,
like,
because sometimes we as women we feel like
they be want to fuck too though.
Yeah,
women be up to know some what they.
It be more to that. It be more to that in regards to this. As women, we're giving, just like you all are giving yourselves to us, we're giving ourselves to you. You know what I'm saying? And this, for me, it's all about the energy. So if we exchange the energy, and it's intimate. Of course, we're gonna want that more and all the time. You know, not only that, we're looking for the protection. You know, and eventually being the provider. So if we giving ourselves, that's ultimately what we're looking for you to come and give us the 3 P's, as you said with Steve Harvey.
So hold on. But you know who ended up winning?
The side chick.
Tyrone, Chad, and Enrique at home playing PlayStation and Xbox all
Not over here.
Shit.
She said
At one point in time, that motherfucker was winning.
At one point in time.
And see, here's the thing.
But my standards to that.
But
here's the thing.
You agree to that?
Yes.
I have
With
standards
yourself
for
or
a
just
reason.
No, here's the thing.
Both.
See, where we live in more of a structured a life structure and compartmentalizing everything as men when it comes to work, kids, our mates, pleasures and stuff like that. Women, a main ingredient with you guys is time.
Absolutely.
Like, you know, no, because it's like they know it's a shelf life. They know from 24 to probably 36 is their prime years in life. You know what I'm saying? So they looking for the hot boys or the dudes that they feel is gonna validate them. You know what I'm saying?
What prime means?
They prime time.
Prime means like
before 40 still.
You know, you got your body and shit together. You can go to the club, motherfuckers buying you drinks and high five. You can open up an OnlyFans page and shit, get paid off that shit. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, you got some good guys that try to holler at you at your prime, but you don't mind his ass. The only time you start entertaining, the only time you start entertaining the good guy is when you get outside your prime years. That's why it's always like that thing about the biological clock ticking. That shit is real. And the thing is, by the time y'all start looking at the dude that was gonna treat y'all right all along, that came to you like a man, you'd have probably had 2 or 3 kids. You probably put on a couple more pounds since high school. You know what I'm saying? You probably got some bills. You probably ain't got nobody. And you actually, the man is getting you on the clearance rack, so he's not going to look at you the same
Not
way.
the clearance rack. Oh my God. It's definitely not enough.
You really do the good man a disservice at that point, because he don't get you in your prime. He get you like he get you MJ in Washington, like he don't get you MJ in Chicago. We don't get you MJ
Not
in Chicago.
the MJ playing for the Washington team. You didn't take it. Oh, that's disrespectful. Or MJ playing baseball.
Oh my
That's
God.
not every woman's story. Like I said, I spent the majority of my 30s celibate. So my thing is that's not every woman's story.
However, that was the classic.
That women need to take care of themselves, and I'm not, not to be having a bunch of kids. Sorry, ladies. I got a son, and I don't want him dating a woman that got a bunch of kids. I'm just gonna be honest. He don't have any kids, and I just don't want that for him.
What if that lady who got a bunch of kids is the one for him?
It's not.
How do you know?
What?
So let me say this. My son is 23.
Okay.
He's getting his life together. He's not able to be responsible, take on that responsibility. I know my son. He was dating somebody that had 2 kids. I sat down and I talked to him. I said, she's looking for somebody that wants to potentially either be a husband or that's going to be there. Is that something that you want?
She must be older.
She was older. She was like 28, 29. And so,
yeah, she definitely looking for help.
Right. And my son, he's still in school. He's still trying to find himself. He wanted to go ahead and try anyway. Okay, I forewarned him. He got his feelings hurt, and I had to help him accountable. Number one, you the one who said you didn't want to be in a relationship. So if she fucking somebody else, then you can't get mad because you never said that you wanted to be in a relationship. The other thing is that she looking for somebody. She still entitled between her baby daddy. She don't make wise choices. So my thing is, I can tell when a woman's not making wise choices. She thought I was judging her for having a kid. I had to tell him to tell her. I'm absolutely am. I had a kid young, and I understand that mindset. So I'm trying to prevent both of y'all from getting hurt because I know my son and I know a woman as what they particularly want. It turns out she wasn't over her baby daddy. My son, he learned his lesson. So as a mother, do I want my son to be dating a woman who has a bunch of kids as of right now? No, I don't. I don't think that he's ready to take on that responsibility. Because when I had him, I didn't date anybody, right? Because every guy's saying that, oh, your value goes down. And I truly believe that when I broke up with, my son's father.
Goes down how?
You just said your prime years. If you got I don't have a bunch of kids, but if you have a kid, your value goes down. So you hear all that. That factored into my low self-esteem. So I don't like when men saying that.
I was misunderstood. I'm saying like hypothetically, if I hollered at you when you was 25, okay, you shot and you in your prime and you shot me down. Okay, hold on.
I wasn't in my prime.
No. It's hypothetical.
My prime now.
All right, no. Hypothetical.
Go ahead.
All right.
We think hypothetical.
Now, some years go through. You've been through some things. I've been through some things. I'm doing well off. You done had a son, and you finally entered, and you see that I'm a lot more well off now than I was back then. And say we both had, like, hypothetically 42. Okay, for both of us. All right, and you see me. And I'm like, hey, what's going on? And you looking at me like, damn, this motherfucker's looking good. I haven't seen him. He got his shit together. And you start giving me rhythm at that point. I'm not going to look at you the same because you turned me back down. You turned me down back then. My thing, and this how most men going to think. They're going to be like, she turned me down back then, so she wasn't on when I really liked her, so she wasn't on nothing serious. So our ceiling is fucking at this point.
Okay, well, I can understand that. That's not my story. Because I ain't turned nobody down.
I'm saying this is how men think.
Yeah, I can understand that.
So this is why I said when she put me on the spot about the top 5, I said you gotta be a little bit more philosophical. Like to have because it's like instead of looking at the right now, you have to have a little bit of foresight, a little bit of optimism, but you also have to be realistic.
But my thing is what you're saying is though, what I hear men always saying is that if a woman has a child, her value goes down. If she's older, her value goes down. Listen,
that's not true.
Since the intervention, this is what I'm seeing. This is what I hear. This is what her value. If she got a child, her value goes down. If she got multiple kids, her value goes down. If she got a little weight on her, her value goes down. You just said from 25 to 36, that's when a woman is in her prime, right? So if you missed your damn prime years from 36 to whatever time, then how is a woman supposed to feel good about herself if she's consistently being told if you got a kid, if you got weight, if you know what I'm saying, you ain't in your prime, you don't look as good as what you call it.
So number one, they go to Brazil to get the BBLs.
No, see, don't be that person.
Now number two is
I know they do.
Now number 2 is misinformation because when they try to put it up on the kids, it's actually some bullshit. They did a study at University of New Hampshire. They was like, for a healthy relationship, long-term happy relationship, like it's actually about how many sex partners you have. And the crazy part is, if you're a woman and you have 4 or less sex partners, you know what I'm saying? Like the happiest relationships you'll be in is actually 2 virgins. We ain't gonna get that shit these days. Okay, just to be realistic, we ain't gonna get that shit these days.
See, we gonna have to. What's these 2 versions?
No, I'm saying it's a statistic. It's a statistic. They said after that, for women, if you have 4 or less sex partners, you have like 80% chance of actually being in a relationship and being happy. Anything like 5 and up, it goes from like having 8% happiness in a relationship down to like 25% if you have more than 5 sexual partners. Whereas men,
where is this study at?
I said University of New Hampshire.
I know.
It's online. Whereas men,
I'm supposed to fuck in 2 weeks.
Hold on. Whereas men, if we have 3 or less, if we have 3 or less, we're not going to be as happy. But the more sexual partners we have, the happier we'll be in a relationship because we understand and ain't shit out there. So we can put all our energy into one woman. So you can't get mad. You can't get mad at a dude for what.
It's already. Look, this show is officially about to be at the 2-hour mark, and it sounds like we gonna. This definitely. This was a good one for sure.
It was a good one because y'all had a motherfucking intervention I didn't know I was gonna have.
We
actually planned this. I ain't gonna lie.
Hold on.
We was in cahoots with each other.
No.
No, because I ain't know nothing.
Big ups to the tow truck driver who couldn't get the truck down in time for us to make it here on time. Want to give him a shout out.
Man, that's a whole nother conversation. But I want to. Yes, you are.
I'm coming back.
I want to thank everyone who is here tonight. I want you all to share your social media pages just so those can, chime into your shows or your shops and different things of that nature. So we just go around the room.
Oh. So I'm Jazzy again. I have the Root of All Sex podcast. Y'all can follow us on Facebook at the Root of All Sex podcast and on Instagram on the Root of All Sex podcast. But where it really goes down there is the Root of All Sex podcast listeners group on Facebook. That's where we do all kind of shit. It's a private group for that reason.
It get busy.
Yeah, private over there.
Add me.
Y'all.
They're talking about add me.
But for everything else, y'all can go on my link tree. So it's linktree /MBO3. So y'all can go there to get coaching sessions. Y'all can go in there and get y'all bedroom candy items, y'all candy coated items, and y'all can follow us on the Root of All Sex podcast as well.
All right.
I'm clicking on the pussy popping link.
Patreon, be a subscriber.
Don't ask me that about relationships ever again. And my expertise is business. So if you want to, if you want to do retail, if you want to learn about modeling and all those things, then you can hit me up at modelesteem at gmail.com, or you can hit me up at Shemitta, SHETTIMA at ME Marketplace.minute. So yeah, just follow me on social media. I ain't complaining no more. So
Today or tonight?
I'm not.
We
I'm
love
not gonna
you.
complain.
No, we love it though.
No, this is a setup, and I don't like it.
We're gonna give us some ice cream ship about it.
No. ME Marketplace, Model Esteem. Follow me on that for business advice and for modeling advice.
All right.
Corey CL Cropping on Facebook, Out West CL on Instagram. I'm 1/4 member of Let's Talk About It Shy. So you found my social media. I forgot to Snapchat. I barely be on there anyway. So check us out tomorrow. We're doing a show.
What time?
7 o'clock.
Okay.
Like more like 6:30, but we don't start on time like it's supposed to because the lag.
Damn.
Always running behind, stopping, getting a 444.
Disappearing that.
Man, shout out to my man, Legend Tim Young, man, when I was fine on the hooping side. So get in tune with us, y'all.
All right.
Okay. I go by the name of Eric Skiller Young. You can find me on Facebook at Sunshine Hooch. I'm 1/4 of the Let's Talk About It Shy podcast. We also got the Let's Talk About It Shy page. Make sure you join that. And we got the show coming up tomorrow. Hopefully you two ladies will be there. Show was pretty dope. It's at Shemitta's Place, ME Marketplace. Shout out to our guy Tim. He's one of the 4 horsemen. He couldn't make it tonight. And we going to Dallas this weekend for the Bears game. And we're
Everybody gonna be in Dallas. I ain't going to Dallas.
And check out some of my music on my page. I'm actually a dope rapper.
What? You ain't say that. Now you want to say that at the end? Yeah. What type of
West Side Stepper. Hey, I'm with these 2 guys. Let's talk about it shy. Topic of the show is the rules of modern day dating. Might have a hashtag, Body Lost His Damn Mind. You know what I'm saying? You can catch us on Spotify, iHeartRadio. We're gravitating more towards YouTube right now. So you guys can actually watch us in the process and cut to certain clips of certain parts of the shows that you want to watch. I'm on a whole bunch of social media outlets. I can't never remember the damn names and shit. I know Big Bob 31 on Instagram, Lavar Hamlin on Facebook. I can't begin to tell you the shit on Twitter. Stage name is the Black Kelly Severai. So anybody wants to ever, no, just don't call 911 the days I go to work. Firefighter for Chicago. I don't feel like getting no cats out no trees no more. Done for the winter.
Bye.
Hey,
bye.
And shout out to you ladies, man. This is a dope radio show, man. I had a great time. Shout out to both of y'all.
We're actually missing.
Especially you, Erica Badu.
Yeah, I can't go nowhere without somebody saying that. But I appreciate it because Erica Badu is that person. So I greatly appreciate again you all coming on the show. We are actually missing a member. She's the sexy 6-footer, Miss Shireen. Yes, she's also a model as well.
I might climb that tree for that candy.
Ooh.
I'm just playing.
No, you're not. And she light skinned too. No, you're not.
Hey, she light skinned. Yes, she have a good.
I can't. With that, it is your girl, Chrissy the Heartbeat. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube with Chrissy with a K because my mother wanted to make sure she spelled my name different. Chrissy with a K, the Heartbeat. And again, I definitely need to get y'all on the show again, Chrissy the Heartbeat with a K. This has been another amazing show for FMP Radio. You all can download the app those who are chiming in right now. If you're chiming in on YouTube right now, download the app on iPhone as well as Android. Again, we stream 24/7 as well as in 167 countries. And with that, it is time for us to go. I hope you all enjoyed the show because I know I did. I know I did for sure.
Yes.
And With that, tomorrow night is Thursday in the mix with LH, the Drinking King. And my handsome cousin Bobby K. So they be lit because hey, it's in the mix. So with that, we're gonna go ahead and end this show because we could talk about this for about another hour. I feel, but it's time to go.
Yeah, it's time to go somewhere.
We time to go.
Eat, drink, smoke some hookah.
Where we going? Look, where we going?
Somewhere.
And on that note, peace and love. See y'all next week on Wind Up Wednesday. I appreciate everyone for tuning in, as well as everyone again in the studio. So tell everybody bye on YouTube.
Bye.
All right, holla.
Yeah, man.
Like, top workshop or something like that.
I need to get a picture with y'all.
Definitely.